So there's a lot of different kinds of soil amendment that you can put into your soil to build your soil back up. And they all do a lot of really great things. This is an ancient soil amendment that we've just kind of started to rediscover and realize how amazing it is for your soil. This is called biochar. Now, biochar is like a standard organic compost that we've composted. There's wood material in there. There's all kinds of plant material that's in here. But what they do is they take all that plant material and grind it up so it's fine, and then they run it through a special kiln that burns it. But it burns it with pressure and without oxygen in there. And what it does is it releases a lot of the nutrient out, and it basically turns it into charcoal, but it's not quite charcoal. So it has a lot of the same properties of charcoal. It will filter a lot of things out of your soil. It will cleanse your soil of toxins and pesticides and things that have built up over time. But what the biochar really does is it creates an environment for all these natural microbes and microorganisms that are beneficial for your soil, that maybe over time, cultivating the soil year after year after year, we've eliminated those from our soil. So the biochar creates this perfect environment for these microbes and microorganisms to thrive in and to just excel. And so a product like Kangaroots, this root drench, has all those beneficial microbes and microorganisms in there. Our compost tea that we sell at Anderson's has all those same beneficial microbes and microorganisms and mycorrhiza. And that beneficial biology, those bacteria that are in here, they just really build your soil back up. They make your soil really healthy so your soil can perform the way it's supposed to. And by incorporating biochar into your garden soil, into your flower beds, it will create this perfect environment for that biology, for those microbes to thrive in. So what I've been doing is you can take this and you can just like spread it over your entire garden and incorporate it into the soil. But you can also take it and you can add it into like a nice soil amendment. So I've got a really nice organic soil here. It's got coconut coir, it's got peat moss, it's got perlite. This is really just a nice high quality potting mix. And I'll take my biochar, add that right into the potting mix, and it just supercharges the soil so that there's this perfect home for all these microbes and microorganisms to thrive in there. And we're seeing our plants 25 to 50% bigger and more productive than they were before without the biochar in there. So the biochar is really building an environment that is going to be super beneficial for your soil over time. Really the best time of year to add that to your garden would be in the fall, as you're adding a lot of organic matter and working that into the soil, and add some humate, some nitrogen, so we can have the right carbon to nitrogen ratio in there. So we have a lot of dry brown stuff that's high in carbon. I want to add some nitrogen in there to get that to decompose. And the biochar is going to speed up that decomposition because it makes the microbes and the microorganisms that decompose all that organic matter, makes them break it down faster. So the biochar, very, very healthy for your soil. Great way to incorporate into a potting mix. It's just an amazing ancient soil amendment that we can put back into our soil to make our soil alive and function the way it's supposed to, function properly. It brings that soil alive again, even if we've used that soil over many, many years. So biochar, great new soil amendment to put into your garden, into your flower beds, especially into your raised beds.